Season 3. One of the greatest seasons of The Walking Dead. Well, here's 50 facts that you probably do not give a shit about, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. Of The Walking Dead Season 3. Number 1, new showrunner, Glenn Mazzara, who took over Season 2 after Frank Darabont's departure, continued leading Season 3 with the immaculate prison, along with Season 4. Number 2, filming location. The season was filmed in Georgia, primarily in Sonoya, which served as Woodbury's backdrop. Actually, guys, Woodbury is a real place, by the way. You can go there, and it's a town. People freaking live there and shit. But what if you were like just calling your friends and they're like, "Yo, what's your location?" Just like, Woodbury from The Walking Dead. Number 3, first prison appearance. The West Georgia Correctional Facility was actually a set built from scratch on studio property. Yeah, so guys, they had like this like torn fucking building, and they didn't want to have to rebuild the building just so they could have this prison. So they thought, guys, it's a zombie apocalypse, let's just fucking keep it like that. Number 4, comic influence. This season is heavily inspired by the Walking Dead comics, particularly volumes 3 and 8. Yes, this is normally when they go to the prison. And yeah, Tyrese is mainly a main character, doesn't come halfway through Season 3. But anyway, yeah, number 5, biggest season yet. Season 3 had 16 episodes, up from 13 in Season 2 and 6 in Season 1. Number 6, filming started. Production began in May 2012 and wrapped up later that year. Yeah, guys, they had a freaking season every year. That's pretty good. Some movies don't come out for like years, and they're bringing out freaking episodes that are movie long, like in a year. Number 7, darker tone. Mazzara promised a faster, darker, and more action-packed season, and that's what we got, guys. Holy shit. Like, the governor and everything, that was new. That was our first bad guy that we encountered. Number 8, new writers. Several new writers joined the team, including Angela Kang, who later became the showrunner in Season 9. Kind of ruined the show. Anyway, number 9, Andrew Lincoln's commitment. Lincoln, which is Rick Grimes, avoided air conditioning while filming prison scenes to stay in character. Wow, that's crazy. Number 10, Norman Reedus' injury. Reedus, who is Daryl Dixon, actually got an injury while filming, but he kept working through it. Yeah, that's like Leonardo DiCaprio in Django Unchained. Oh my gosh, smashes the cup on his hand. If you guys haven't watched Django Unchained, watch it. It's freaking amazing. Life changer movie. Yeah, all right. Number 11, The Governor's Debt. David Morrissey played the governor, one of the most iconic villains in the series. Not really a fact, but whatever. Number 12, Michonne joins the show. Of course, we all know that. Number 13, Merle's return. Yes, frickin' guy comes out of nowhere, now has no frickin' hand. I mean, we saw in Season 1, but now he has a frickin' metal contraption on his hand. Not as cool as Aaron's, but whatever. Number 14, Tyrese's introduction. Yeah, Tyrese was supposed to have a way better character in the show. Kind of got cut down from the comics. Anyway, number 15, Sasha debuts. Sonequa Martin Green played Sasha, a new character in the comics. Yeah, she's actually not in the comics. Tyrese doesn't have a sister, but he does have a daughter in the comics. She ends up killing herself. Anyway, number 16, Andrea and the governor's relationship. Yeah, so Andrea was never supposed to sleep with the governor, but with Rick. Number 17, Carl's growth. Yeah, Carl is supposed to be like 10, 11 in this, but he's like clearly 16. Number 18, Oscar and Axel. These two prisoners were originally in the comics, but Axel was like a rapist, and anyway, he was much nicer than what we got in the show. Number 19, Milton's introduction. Played by Dallas Roberts, Milton was an original character in The Governor's and The Governor's scientist. Yeah, so no one really liked him. Apparently he was like a non-fan favorite, if that's a thing. Number 20, Penny's creepy secret. Yeah, so if you guys have ever read The Road to Woodbury or The Rise or the Fall of the Governor, great books. Tells you how Penny dies, and tells you a lot about Philip, who is, the governor, his brother, and yeah, it's a great story. Number 21, prison takeover. The group secures the prison in the first 2 episodes, setting up their new home. Yes, guys, after they freaking lose the farm, a prison is a great place to stay. Number 22, Lori's death. Yeah, Lori died, and wow, that was crazy. They cut her stomach open. She actually lives through the birth in the comics, and she ends up fucking, falling on Judith and smushing Judith to death. I'm not sure if Judith actually dies. Hold on. Does Judith die in the comics? Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. That's a fucking gruesome death. Imagine having to write that Lori falls on Judith, killing her. That's just fucked up. Anyway, number 23, Rick's breakdown. After Lori's death, Rick starts hallucinating seeing her ghost. Yeah, man, I mean, this is also, he scares away Tyrese and shit, and, like, at this point, it's like, come on, man, Tyrese is a main character, you're really gonna scare him away like that? Number 24, Merle's redemption. Merle sacrifices himself to help Rick's group, dying at the governor's hands. Yes, bro, like, the entire time, whenever you talk to Merle, he's like, I'm gonna kill that cop, and he ends up dying for him, so, yeah. Number 25, Andrea's death. This was not originally supposed to be planned, as she was supposed to marry freaking Rick in the show, have a kid with him. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, yeah, number 26, the governor's attack. He massacres his own people after they retreat from the prison. Yeah, that's just fucked up. Number 27, Glenn and Maggie's torture. The governor tortures Glenn and Maggie, not raping Maggie, but he definitely sets the tone for Glenn. Number 28, Daryl and Merle's fight. The brothers are forced to fight in Woodbury's arena. And yeah, they actually end up getting out of Woodbury, and they clutch up, Number 29, Herschel's leg amputation. Herschel gets his leg amputated after being bit. This is supposed to happen to Alan in the comics, a character from the comics. If you guys don't know who Alan is, you would have to read the comics to know. He actually ends up getting his leg bitten and chopped off. Yeah, Herschel's just a racist guy in the comics. Number 30, Michonne versus the governor. Michonne stabs the governor in the eyeball, leading to his iconic eye patch. Yes, he does end up freaking losing his eye in the comics. I'm not sure how. I kind of forget. I don't think it's Michonne, sorry. But yeah, he ends up doing some bad stuff to Michonne there. Number 31, realistic baby. Judith was often played by twins, but also had an animatronic stand-in. Wow, that's cool. Number 32, David Morrissey didn't read the comics. He avoided them initially to create his own version of the governor. Wow. No, that's crazy. That's sick. Number 33, practical effects. Most Walker effects were done practically with CGI. See, that's just weird because they spend all this time on makeup and stuff, but really they're just going to CGI some stuff. And I mean, that totally makes sense. Like the Quarry in season 6? All those zombies are CGI. They're not going to get 5,000 people just to record one scene, right? Number 34, Walker count. The prison and Woodbury setting meant season 3 had some of the highest Walker counts ever, which would be real people, not CGI. Number 35, Lauren Holder didn't know Andrea would die. She found out right before filming her final scene. That's funny because actually on Facebook she posted and she was like, guys, guess who's surviving another 4 seasons? She ends up fucking dying anyway. Number 36, the governor's gun training. Morrissey trained with real firearms to perfect his character's handling of weapons. That's kind of perfect. Number 37, Sonequa Martin Green originally auditioned for Michonne. Wow, no, that's crazy. But producers liked her so much that they created Sasha for her. That's awesome. Yeah, she was actually pregnant during season 6 or 7. And yeah, so any scene that you see her, she has a gun over her stomach or baggy clothes. That's also cool. Number 38, Merle's hand prop. The weaponized hand attachment for Merle was actually real metal and very heavy. Number 39, Irony Singleton's exit. T-Dog's death was written to give him a heroic send-off. Number 40, Diana Gioria, sword training, which is Michonne. She took intense lessons to handle Michonne's katana realistically. Now that makes sense. She has some crazy moves. Number 41, highest ratings. The season 3 premiere had 10.9 million views. That's a record. For 2012, that was a record. Number 42, the governor's eye patch trend. He looks his looks become iconic, even inspiring Halloween costumes. Yeah, I've seen people play like freaking Carl. So like the iconic, one eyeball is kind of in portrait here. Number 43, fan backlash against Andrea. Yeah, so apparently everyone wanted freaking Andrea dead. Everyone was like commenting on her like Instagram, Facebook and shit, wishing that her actor would die and sending death threats. It's like, bro, calm down, man. She has a role. She's a good actor. Just let her do her own thing. I was also one of those people. Number 44, Rick's Ricktatorship. His speech in episode 1 Seed made it clear that he was done with democracy. Number 45, Daryl's popular surged. Yeah, his character cemented himself as a fan favorite when he was initially supposed to die in season 2. Number 46, Michonne's debut, loved by fans. Her introduction was one of the most anticipated moments. Yeah, so like pretty much she was like one of the first scenes in season 4, if not like maybe the second. Number 47, Merle's death scene improvised. Norman Reedus added Daryl's emotional reaction on the spot. Number 48, Governor versus Negan debates. Fans begin debating who is the bigger villain. To me, I think it's Negan. He killed way more main characters than he should have, or than the governor has, and also was in the show for much longer and became a better character after the governor. Number 49, Golden Globe nominations. The season received a nomination for Best Televised Drama. Number 50, still one of the most loved seasons. Many fans consider season 3 one of The Walking Dead's best year. Anyway, guys, that's it. Hope you guys have a good one. Goodbye. I jumped out of the pub and straight to the trap. Gang banging now rapping.